Hi, this is a demonstration for EDUC 615 in the spring of 2009 to review the group's final project requirements. As you look at the screen, you'll see the group project description. This was introduced to you in the Chapter 5 module, indicating that part of your assignment in Chapter 5 is to identify the audience to which your professional development activity will be directed. The responsibility of this project is to look in your group and determine an activity that in one of your schools or school divisions would be appropriate for professional development and curriculum. As you have read and as you will continue to read about curriculum development, there will be many areas that you will see in your school that might need improvement. The purpose of this professional development activity that you are creating as the final project is to serve a realistic purpose for a specific school or school division. The real crux of what you need to do is further explained in the rubric for the assignment. We will have several class meetings between now and the end of our course, and questions can be asked. The reminder for you is that this project should be realistic enough so that it could be used and replicated in the course. And again, all members in the group must participate in this development. All you're doing for the Chapter 5 assignment is identifying the audience to whom your development activity will be presented. Let's take a look at the rubric, which should help you understand greater what it is you should be presenting at the final class of our course. First and foremost is to identify the audience so that the project activity will be specific to that particular audience and that we don't duplicate the projects with the other groups. So you will be submitting as part of Chapter 5 the target audience about what your project will focus on. Next, you'll want to be sure that you identify partners. As you know from EDUC 1 and from your work in this course, having partners and working with stakeholders is extremely important. You might look at community stakeholders, you might look at governmental agencies, you might look at higher education, but you're looking for partners to work with you as you develop this proposed professional development activity. And of course, your project must correlate to the content of this course in the textbook. Look specifically at chapter resources and 2 other sources of content that have been presented during the course to help you as you develop your professional development activity. Identify the target goals and objectives. They need to be real. You need to have some form of needs assessment that you'll be using to gather the needs to develop the goals for that. Later in the course, we will study specific methodologies for needs assessment. Also be looking for available data within your school or school division for where the project would be presented. The format is open to some extent. You can use Word documents, you can use PowerPoint, whatever is the best way for you to provide that. But you also need to incorporate some online activities. That's what the term Web 2.0 refers to in this portion of the rubric. An online survey, something such as a wiki or something like a blog, but use some tool that involves online capabilities as you develop the format for your presentation. And as always, the participation statement is needed so that I'm sure that everybody carried equal weight as you develop this project. Again, we will be in virtual meetings and optional meetings throughout the remainder of the semester so that I can help or answer questions. And as always, feel free to use email as a way to raise what issues you have, or certainly in the virtual meetings that we have. Or if your group has a specific question, I'd be glad to meet your group in your online space in Breeze Adobe Connect as well. Thank you.